Strategic workforce planning is a driver-based system that helps you ensure that you have a workforce with the right skills at the right time to support your organization's strategic objectives. With strategic workforce planning, you can proactively forecast future workforce trends and identify gaps in your workforce against your strategic goals. Before users can start strategic workforce planning, the required features must be enabled. Based on the selected options, dimensions, drivers, forms, and other artifacts are created. After the enablement process completes, sign out and sign back in to see your changes. You can now access strategic workforce planning from the homepage. Let's go back to the Configure page for strategic workforce. You can configure drivers, load metadata, and other information required by your organization. Start with setting the time frame and granularity for plans. Set the current fiscal year, period, and start year. You can set the number of years for both plan and forecast scenarios. The planning and forecasting range can be different for strategic workforce planning and workforce labor cost planning. That way, you can use strategic workforce planning for long-term planning and workforce labor cost planning for short-term planning. Next, enter or load metadata and data for needed dimensions, such as entities and employees. Entities reflect your business hierarchy, such as departments or cost centers. Since there are additional configuration tasks to complete, hold off from running the refresh database process until you have completed them all. With job type, you can categorize your jobs to identify which jobs you want to include in your strategic calculations. For example, jobs can be categorized as either strategic or non-strategic. These categories can be used to filter jobs on forms and within rules. If skills assessment is enabled during the configuration, you can manage strategic skills and skills categories. This allows you to use detailed skills assessment to rate employees by each skill for strategic jobs. You can add skills to 3 predefined categories and also add your own categories. For example, you can create a category for language. If you have a few skills to add, you can enter them manually. If you have many to add, you can import them instead. Here we have added some demand drivers, which enable you to align the long-term demand for strategic jobs with your corporate goals. Some other examples of demand drivers are revenue and number of contracts. You can set up valid intersections by entity to help you differentiate the jobs available within strategic workforce and your labor cost planning processes. Ensure that all necessary components are configured and then refresh the database so that you can successfully work with strategic workforce planning. To learn more, visit docs.oracle.com.